Good day, lords and ladies, welcome back to Black Book. And we'll pick up where we left off. We're on the way to look at a mutilated cow. Let's see if there was nothing from the peddlers that we wanted from my recall.
You'll be as healthy as a boar, demons.
No, there was nothing that we wanted. Though strength and piety would be nice. Move curse. Increases bless by 1. So if we had that, we would get our increases arm value in words for 2. That strengthens piety if we can get piety. More herbs, a lot more herbs. Resistance status, spell disease. That's very... Immunity to paralysis doesn't matter. The spell disease is nasty. That's nice. Eloquent isn't so bad. Defense pages gain +2 shield, that's really nice. That's actually out of a lot of these. Like, that one's really nice. Defense pages gain +2, that means we get a lot more armor. But it's a lot. 240 for +2. What would we want to take out of it? Maybe the dead magpies. I don't know if these two stack or not. Or we take the bless away. Give ourselves a +2 in all armors. Let's grab that for now. Pike's Tooth, I'm not that interested in. First turn is okay. Devil's Comb. But this is basically better than that, so we can chuck that. Okay. Are there any herbs that we want? I want to try and save my money, because in case things go wrong, we might have to just pay the... What I've found out in a lot of this game is that if you don't have the... Like, if you haven't done the sort of role-playing elements, you've made decisions which allow you to sort of RP your way out of a situation, you can normally bribe your way out of the situation. So let's save our money, in case we need to, and we will head to Vilgot. Our main task is to catch Cemetery Chort.
Oh, Vasya, Igor Yevlampovich, you came. I don't know what to do. I've read all the prayers I know. I haven't seen such horrors in years. Who could have done something like that to animals? No less than a monster.
Remember that basically they've found a dead body of a cow in a local graveyard chapel.
Tell me where you found the animal.
In the old chapel, in the cemetery. Hardly anyone visits there, and even fewer now. So it's still there, by the altar. What is this scourge upon our Riest? What devil tortures us? Lord, forgive us.
Have you noticed anything else unusual?
Well, people are scared to go to the cemetery. It's haunted. People were about to ask you for help, but I assured them that you would drop by soon enough.
Where's the chapel the cow was killed in?
Well, in the church cemetery. Something was amiss there long before this happened. Strange knocking and scratching. It sounded as if it were coming from beneath the ground. That's why folk rarely go there.
All right. We'll see what demon you have over there.
In the meantime, find the payment in the church bins.
Rest assured, Igor Yevlampevich. I'll do that.
Right here. On to the cemetery. This is basically Igor's story mission. One thing I will say, folks, that at the time of recording this episode, I'm not feeling 100%, so we probably won't be going for the full 40 minutes. Probably half an hour is the best I can do. So let's try and get as much done. Everyone from Vilgot is buried here. At one time it was reserved for people, but now there are dead animals here too. Spooky. In the dark of the night, something was stirring. Let's first grab this herb. Ooh, more orders. Fantastic. Let's look at this grave. The inhabitants of Vilgot are buried here, almost all of them. There's something on the floor here. Can't interact with it though. Another herb. Priputnik. Then the snake brought a bunch of Priputnik and laid it on the other snake. The latter came to life as having been squashed by a cart. Rebirth. Interesting. Yeah. When Vasilisa dies, he returns to 1 HP. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Let's have a look around. There's normally herbs and stuff hidden away. Waste on the enemy. What a strange chapel. Let's go inside. Hoo boy. Yeah, that's a gory sight. Old rope, no blood on them. Cow. Jesus, who would do this with a cow? There's cow blood on the icons. So yeah, it's basically depicts the icons of the saints. Okay, let's talk to Igor.
Jesus Christ! Oh, you don't need to look at this. I will deal with the animal and you look around. Try to find some clues. What kind of demon are we dealing with here?
Let's look at the cow. When I catch that sword, he'll get it. They'll steer clear of this chapel for a long time. It hasn't been used for a long time, but it's still strong.
You
Tracks.
notice strange, bloody tracks, as if human tracks got mixed with that of a bird.
Okay, and they lead outside. There's a shroud.
You find the bloody piece of a shroud. You pick it up, but it crumbles in your fingers, as if it has been lying here for decades.
Can't interact with that. Anyway, he won't be in the grave anymore. Okay, whatever that means. Can't seem to be anything else. There's red footprints there, but we can't interact with them.
Have you looked around?
discuss the clues.
I've already looked around. Here, I found a piece of a shroud, but it crumbled in my hands.
Ha! That's no accident. So a spirit is one of the dead, one of the old ones.
And I found some tracks here.
Ha! Bird ones. The spirit is trying to confuse us. What do you think? These aren't bird tracks. There are pieces of broken bones poking through. I've inspected the cow. The demon tore it with claws and teeth. That's clear as day. But here's a hint. I found iron shavings in the bones. I don't like this, Vasya. Let's try to open up the old tracks. Wait while I whisper over your discoveries.
Auditor voices several Zikavas, and bird tracks appear on the ground. They lead from the animal corpse to deep inside Vilgot Cemetery.
Yeah, let's follow it. I had a feeling the other day. A bad omen, this find.
Okay, so let's follow the footprints. To the cemetery.
The trees near the ruined grave stand frozen in silence. You look down. The black hole leads deep underground. A name half erased can still be read. Prokopy.
That's the name of his former mentor.
I knew it.
You hold up the swaying Yegor.
I was young and experienced. It didn't completely disable him. The cursed Yeritnik broke free.
Caledon's soul. Caledon's soul is heavy with sin, so is unable to rise to heaven. To make things easier, the ceiling and roof above the deceased are dismantled, and the prime beam is cut and the stove is opened. But even then, the sin-burdened soul is unable to cross the border between worlds. Oftentimes, an aspen stake is driven into the cauldron's heart, or his spine is severed between the third and fourth vertebrae. This is done to prevent the soul returning to the body and additional harm coming to the people. Interesting. We had a similar practice in like Western Europe during the medieval period. Like if you committed suicide, you were supposed to be buried at crossroads and had a stake driven through you to prevent you from rising from the grave. And as being buried at a crossroad, it meant that your spirit wouldn't know how to get home.
I figured it out as soon as I saw the cow. Your family had a similar cow long ago. He left that gift for me to find.
Oh well, we'll have to drive him back. My study was not in vain. We'll do it together. I saw a rope in the church. We'll need to climb down into his lair.
Prokopy, you!
Yegorka, we meet again. Why have you come? It can be to bring an offering to your old teacher, can it? Would you look at that? Dark hair, fair skin, and fearless. Just how I like them. Well, bring her here and get lost.
Do I look like an offering to you? You know nothing about us, demon.
No, girl. It's you who knows nothing about us. Isn't that right, Yegorka? I've taught you well. You're the same as me.
How did you survive here?
You were young, Yegor, inexperienced. Didn't know how to kill me. And now it's too late. I couldn't get out of my coffin for a long time. Your holy man knew what he was doing, unlike you.
But don't fret. You lived a long life. Look at you now. So old, pathetic. Even I look better. I haven't aged a minute for the past 30 years. Look at my palace. Truly a sight to behold, is it not?
How did you build all of this?
Simple. My teeth and nails turned to iron over time. They were indeed pleasant tools to work with. As soon as my name got washed off of the coffin, the prayers stopped holding me down. Isn't it funny? You shall perish with your girl in my grave.
You say you and Grandpa are alike.
Don't you dare to compare us, Prokopy.
Oh, how could I? You are so kind. Yegorka the kind. Weren't you the one who sent his charts to kill me in my sleep? Weren't you the one who took my charts? Oh, but aren't they on your shoulder as we speak?
I didn't kill any children.
True, but what about other scenes? What is this stick? Is it made from the same horn as my ancient rod? But what do I hear? Could it be the voice of my old chart? Oh, really? The demon told me everything. Oh, whatever they whispered to you, whatever they advised to you at the end of your miserable life.
That's enough of you, demon!
I didn't know how to destroy you then, but now I do.
You can't overcome two Kolduns, Prokopy.
I've been waiting for this over 40 years. Don't underestimate me.
You're about to battle with another Koldun. Kolduns also wave their Zagavers using pages. One who makes a Zagaver out of fewer pages, including firm pages and gestures, goes first. Hostile Kolduns may read a spell before you. You have to choose between reading a long Zagaver and allowing your enemy who might make a shorter and weaker Zagaver to go first in a round. And of course this is a time battle, because why not? Okay. So he's going to attack us and then put armor up. So let's get a curse out on him. What do we have? We don't have our own deck. We've got one of these custom decks, which is always annoying. We had it to 25 to him, well versed, and we reflected some damage onto ourselves. Which paid from this until the end of battle, doesn't vanish. We don't want to use that first, so that's only going to be 2. That doubles armor. And that inflicts damage on us. Let's get that up. Let's get that up. And then we'll get... Sacrifice is dangerous to us. That's going to do 3 damage to us, but 9 to him. That should be a good enough thing to do for him. Okay. I don't know how he kills me, because that shouldn't... This is the thing I don't understand, is that he hits me once and I die, even though we have 4 turns on the clock. So it's like... Yeah. Okay, so we get that up. I suppose ethereal. And that is our best bet. Okay, so he's got 3 attacks coming out. Yeah, let's double waste him. Let's go with that, I suppose. Unless he's going to kill us on the first round. No, because he'll outpace us with that. Okay. He can't get through his armor. He's going to come out with a lot of attacks. The problem is he just has so much armor. I don't know if we can actually get through without taking damage, because he seems to kill us with 1 hit. He's going to win next round. I don't know if we can get through his... Actually, we should be able to. That should be enough to kill him. I should have done more attacks this turn. I didn't realise he was getting a turn off. We'll try once more. So, he's going to attack us. We don't want that, so we want to reduce that. Get that out. Get that out, and we'll get bad blood out. That should be enough for the first round against him. Put Decompose on him. Okay. He gets his armor up. Second turn. We need to go this and this. Double waste isn't good enough. But we could do that instead of this, which is get that out, which doubles up halving, and then we could do sacrifice, which would do damage to us, but every time we take damage he gets that applied to him. So we could go sacrifice that. Okay. Got 2 turns left. He's got to come out swinging again. So we need to do that, and we need to do... double his waste and sacrifice again. Yeah, that's our... Actually, we don't. We still have 2 decompositions up against him. So... for next 2 attacks, we don't need that. We can go... well versed. No, we want something that basically brings a lot of... yeah, we've got to take a bit of damage. We should be able to absorb his next 2 attacks. But he dies from that anyway. Excellent. Double that. Let's grab that one. Lots of experience, some ruples.
Now he's going to hell for sure.
That was an interesting puzzle.
Quick, remember what you need to do?
So, how do I dispose of the restless dead so that it is certain he passes to the afterlife?
Read a prayer, coins on his eyes. We can have a hammer, an aspen spike, aspen stake, or we can break his spine. Let's break his spine.
We need to break the Yeretnik's spine, between his 3rd and 4th vertebrae.
Well done, Vasya. That's how we'll do it. If I had been smarter then, it wouldn't be here now. Good. We dealt with it swiftly, before it had the chance for mischief.
Well, it did rip a cow apart, so we didn't really stop it that quickly.
Prokopy said you have identical staffs.
His was from a whore. I took it, added to my sins. He also obtained one for himself, made out of moose horn. You need to take this one, of course, if you don't fear his retribution.
You take Prokopy's old staff.
A shepherd walks by, swinging his staff, shouting at cows. Strengthened status ward. Oh, interesting.
You have shorts left. I thought you gave them all to me, along with the book.
Almost all. Left some to myself. They have their uses, you see. I'll find use for them yet.
Let's do it.
Let's deal with Prokopy, Grandpa.
Right. He could rise at any moment. Demonic force. Pooh.
You neutralize Prokopy, and the Chorts help to cover his grave with dirt. There is now a crater in place of a grave. You've seen similar during your travels. Were they the result of unclean dead like this?
How are you feeling, Grandpa?
What do you mean? I'm fine. Is this about Prokopy? To hell with him. I've dealt with him before, and this time we sent him to the abyss together. It's a pity I didn't do it properly the first time around.
Let's talk to old
So,
Igor.
how's the progress going on your seals?
Soon they all will be gone. I think we can make it in time.
Yeah, we have 1 outstanding chort. No visitors. So we need to force the balance to make the sacrifice. So we can take all to Gore with his curse, which basically reduces damage, or Proska, who gives us armor. Curse 5 is good for reducing damage, but I like Proska, so let's go with Proska. And we'll set off. Ooh, there's a fair. You pick up an item. That's good. I don't know if we have many wards in our deck, but that's a useful item. We've got one deck that's open, and two that we're running with. Not a lot of wards in this one. But you can see where like the sacrifice cards come into play. If you combine them with like Eternal Blood and stuff, you can make a really nice poison deck. Well, not poison, but basically, well, it is technically poison. Waste deck, which is very nice. Like the enemy, like combined with these two cards, they're really powerful. Having both of these up, the enemy will absolutely, every time they hit you and you do take a little bit of damage, you can basically deal them damage back to them. Combine that with one with regeneration. These three cards work really nicely together if you have them in unison. It works really nicely. But no, we need to get back on the road. Times are burning. We'll go to the fair.
At the crossroads of two trade routes, you see the annual.
Let's see if he has anything to sale.
And a drink, you'll be as healthy as a boar, demon.
Right, anything of worth. Not really. Gain +2 poison at the start of battle. 10% isn't great. Increases sealed value in words for 2. There's nothing we really want. Book merchant, I don't believe you have any cards we want in the herbalist.
The wisdom.
But we might have something useful. Yeah, sacrifice. Deal twice the amount of damage against an enemy curse. So if we build a curse deck, that's good. Firm 1, +1 curse to all enemies. Yeah, okay, fine. We'll grab these two. We won't use them, but they were good to have them in the deck. Like, have them in the book to be used later. Because I believe the book merchant stuff is cheaper than making it... the book merchant's cheaper than making it at home. Nothing we need from the herb list, really. I want to try and save my money, and we have enough herbs, though...
Want some pranics? I've some.
Though they might have something that's good. Increase bless. Waste. Get rid of waste. Remove one harmful status effect. Bless 3. I'm going to grab a couple of those, because removing harmful status effects is really useful. But with that, folks, I think I'm going to call it quits for the day. I've been Cornish-knight, this has been Black Book, and we are heading off to deal with some bandits as we continue playing through, I believe it's the 3rd chapter. We need to get the 3rd seal unlocked. And I shall see you all again next time. Please like and subscribe, it helps me a lot. Goodbye.